Today I'm going to record a quick video on how to set up Google Analytics Enhanced E-commerce. This is for anybody who has like a web store who wants to get all the info collected and reports from Google. First, you want to come to your admin gear right here. Then you're going to go into your view settings. Then you're going to go into e-commerce settings and enable enhanced e-commerce. Enable enhanced e-commerce reporting. Go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to show you why this matters. So enhanced e-commerce is basically tracking the sales, product sales, whatever, on your website. And that's in Google Analytics, it's under your conversion reports. So under conversions, you go to e-commerce, right? And so if you had sales, right, it would be tracked in this section. Wait, it kicked me up to, I just literally turned it on, so it might not let me do anything. Yeah, it's kicking me out. But okay, I just wanted to show you how to turn that part on. And then what you do is you have a few things to track, basically. You have to track your actual sales, which are called transactions. Then you have to track your add to carts. You know, you're going to track, or before that, one step before your transaction is checkouts, people who actually checked out before they actually purchased. Then before checkout, you have your add to carts, people who put stuff in the cart. Before that, you have product clicks. And before that, you have product impressions. So impressions are people who saw your products. Then product clicks are people who clicked on those products. And then it goes to the cart, then the checkout, then the transaction. So it's basically like a 5-layer step, right? So one really cool thing is, really convenient thing is, you don't have to actually. It used to be that the data layer had to be hard coded onto your website template in the HTML in order for stuff to be read. But now you can just go and create what's called a custom JavaScript variable in Google Tag Manager. And so the way that's going to look, this is actually a TimeScript variable, so it won't look exactly like this, but it's going to be function, right? It's going to have a function defined with an open bracket or open curly bracket, like for an object. And then you're going to have to return something, right, at the end, because all these JavaScript variables have to have something being returned. In your case, you're going to be returning the specific syntax that Google requires for whichever layer of the e-commerce funnel you're in, whether it's transaction, checkout, add to cart, product clicked, or product impression. And you're going to have to do what's called scraping the DOM. So you're going to have to use JavaScript code to pull certain um, information off of your page, whether that be the price of an object, the price of a product, the name of a product, um, all that good stuff that's required, the product ID. You have to pull that off of the page with JavaScript, right? Although I do believe they have now gotten server side capabilities, but I have never used that. But so for now, you're scraping the DOM with JavaScript to pull stuff off of the page and creating this variable. And then what that lets you do is when you are going to create your tag, your universal analytics tag, and a tag is basically something that pulls and pulls info from your website into Google Tag Manager and then sends it to the Google Analytics to report on. So this is an event tag for your transaction. Um, you'll then be able to say, well, I'm going to override settings in the tag. I'm going to go into my more settings, e-commerce, enable my enhanced e-commerce features, go into true. And instead of using data layer, which is what you'd be reading from if it was hard coded on the page, you're going to say, let me just read data from variable. So whatever the name of the variable you just created, say it was timestamp or something, you would read it. Obviously, it won't be called timestamp; it'll be something else. But you would read from that variable, and whenever the page loaded that this variable was triggered on, right? Um, it would handle all that for you in your tag automatically. So that's the beauty of being able to do Google Analytics enhanced e-commerce this way, because you don't actually need to go into your page files and like play around with templates and code each button, each link, or whatever, right? So you do that, you save it, and you know you'd be able to read your actual Google. I don't have a shopping cart on this particular page I'm messing with right here, but you'd be able to see my sales performance, my transactions, my time to purchase, um, my product performance, and my overview for e-commerce type events. I actually have a blog to go along with this um, blog post, so I'll put that in the description. But if anybody wants to really see like actual in-depth um, instructions on this, just let me know. Send me a message. Maybe we can, I can get a hop on a video chat with you or something. But I thought you guys should see how this works in case you do have a web store like a Shopify or something like that, or a big commerce, whatever you use. It's helpful to be able to visualize your sales funnel using something like this. Okay, you guys take care. I'll catch you next time.